Alright, today we're going to either Cheung, Chau, or Lama Island. We haven't decided yet, but we're going to an island. And behind me is the closed down playground of our estate just outside of our flat. And yeah, Hong Kong government just released a bunch of new restrictions due to fifth wave of COVID with the Omicron virus. So it's going to be interesting to see those restrictions, see how much people are staying inside, and yeah, maybe we can talk a little bit more about what those restrictions are like and how things are here in 2022 Hong Kong. Little display was in the IFC Mall in this building here. I'll put it up on the screen. And we're walking across to our ferry, and then we're going to eat lunch at one of the islands. We still haven't decided whether we're going to Lama or Cheung Chau, but one or the other. We're at Central Ferry Pier, and the nice thing about this pier is all the ferries are just in one big long row to all the islands, and Lantau Island too. Several of them go to different locations on Lantau Island. So you don't necessarily have to know exactly where you're going to end up. You just decide and come here and then take your ferry. Alright, so we landed in Chung Choi Island and we're at King's Cafe. And the ferry, I think the ferry was completely full, so we haven't really noticed a lot of people staying at home. The bus was a little bit less empty and the traffic was not so bad, but nothing like a huge difference with the new restrictions. But we do have this divider that we were given. So we don't have to look at the kids anymore. So we're just waiting for our food, and it's a nice day, beautiful weather. We got our beef fried rice. 2 more dishes coming.
Do you think that's what I really gave? No. and cheese omelet with fries and mixed vegetables, which means a tomato and a cucumber. And this is barbecue pork and vermicelli and yeah.
And then the rice is
Beef
rice. What do you think, Sienna? It's very good, but it's kind of tricky to eat. One of the new restrictions, no more basketball. Sydney was just commenting on this tree. It's like perfectly shaped. What, Ezra? Look what he sees. He's always got an eye out for something. Alright, so we're taking a break here at this little park. Kids got to play here. There was a little playground. Kids got to play here last time we were here, so they may or may not be playing right now. All the playgrounds in Hong Kong are closed due to the current wave of COVID. It wasn't too long ago they were all open, but Hong Kong's been having more cases than they've ever had before. So yeah, Thursday, new round of restrictions are more strict than they've probably ever been before. So yeah, dining, like only 2 people per table, and then when you're out in public places, no more than 2 people can gather. Now, of course, you know, families, okay, but that's what the divider was about at that table, because technically we were 4, even though we were a family, but they put that divider up just to make everything kosher in case anyone walked by, just inspecting restaurants and making sure they were following guidelines. But the one that's new and probably hits the hardest is private residences. So government has basically, or they have said that no more than 2 families can get together even in private residences, and this is the first time that they've ever said anything about private residences. So I would say, I don't know, there are enough people that take these regulations very serious, and they still fear the virus and believe that zero tolerance is the answer. So it would be risky to have more than 2 families, including yours, at your own residence, because a neighbor could turn you in. Kind of stinks. And then of course schools are shut down, mask mandates, no dining after 6, and then of course all the travel. They have dropped the quarantine down from 3 weeks to 2 because they say Omicron, its incubation period is less. So yeah, I mean, Hong Kong was a little bit slower this time reacting to this wave, and I kind of thought maybe they were thinking about like toying with the idea of, okay, maybe zero tolerance for the policy, or zero tolerance policy may not be practical, especially since many other countries now have just dropped it. But Beijing came in and basically said, don't do it, don't think about it. It will be very, very bad, and it won't end well for Hong Kong. Not so much like Beijing was threatening, it was more like Beijing just believes that the virus would be that devastating to the healthcare system here. So after that, Hong Kong, the government here just kind of clamped down and enacted these new restrictions Thursday. Carrie Lam, the chief executive, she said she did recognize the concerns, like social concerns and economic concerns because of the restrictions, but she said that lives and the healthcare system were things that Hong Kong wanted to try to protect. They don't want any kind of healthcare crisis where their hospitals or healthcare system is overburdened, which, you know, as densely populated as Hong Kong is, I could see that being a problem. So they're just trying to buy more time until people get vaccinated, trying to reach 90% now vaccination.
That would be medium combo. No.
This is like you guys too.
Today must be laundry day.
Was it last summer? Was it last?
That dog has a giant doghouse. Looks like this little bird is keeping him company. We're really enjoying walking around Chau, just exploring. We just got done walking by Bethany House, which is a place where you can stay. I think it's supposed to be like donation. So we're thinking about maybe staying there sometime. We've had some friends who stayed there. And then really close to the Bethany House is the Salvation Army Bradford Camp, I think it's called. And that looks interesting as well. Yeah, something else that with the restrictions and COVID and February 24th, I think they're going to start where you gotta use the Leave Home Safe app, going into grocery stores and wet markets and basically any public gathering spot. You've got to download the app and scan like the barcode or oh, I can't think of the name, but it's like a barcode, and then it will log your stay so that the health department can contact trace you if someone was there that was infected, and they can have you be tested for the virus. If you're watching this 20, 30 plus years in the future, you'll know how all of this turned out. But yeah, it seems like little by little, in the name of the virus, privacy is being taken away, freedoms are being taken away. You know, time will tell if all those things will be restored after the virus. Hope so. But yeah, why don't I switch locations, find a spot to sit down, and can kind of talk about virus worldwide too. Fun. This would be worth checking out too. Anglican House of Prayer, not too far from Bethany House. Check out the view from these balconies. My goodness, so pretty. We were walking up this trail and we saw this gorgeous red bush. So pretty.
Mama, this one is black.
23 frogs, 24.
Mama.
This way.
So many frogs.
My dog didn't bark a single time. Isn't that beautiful?
Yes. There's even especially the gold one.
Wow, so pretty.
I think that was somewhere over there. That was somewhere.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Can you buy anything else?
Right, I think I waited a little bit too long to find a place to sit down. Now we're down in the town center by the ferry piers, and it's a bit noisy over here, plus I might get in trouble for not wearing my mask. But yeah, just to continue the conversation about COVID climate and rest of the world. You know, they closed down initially for the year and a half, 2 years, and now it seems like countries are opening back up, with the exception of China, and then of course Hong Kong being a part of China. It just makes me wonder if and when they'll ever be opening back up and dealing with the virus. It may just be a matter of just waiting until vaccination rates go up, maybe trying to get to that 90% benchmark, or waiting until the virus mutates into something that is similar to just like influenza A or B, where you get it but it doesn't land so many people in the hospital. Hard to know, but yeah, in regards to freedoms, I mean, yeah, freedoms are very important. Safety is important. Doesn't feel good to have freedoms taken away. Privacy also, but we're not over here for freedoms. We're over here because we've got a job to do, and we're service-minded and servant-hearted, and yeah, it's more sacrificial mindset of being over here. It's nice as it is sometimes with the ocean and mountains and beautiful scenery. It's still hard to be away from family, and hard to just know or not know really what the future holds long term. We just take it day by day and just try to trust in the Lord with our plans and our lives, and just do our best to serve Him in our lives. But yeah, sorry if that was a lot of talking in this vlog, but I wanted to make it a little bit different with more conversation while I give you a tour of. I think Chau is my favorite island. Still is. So that's gonna do it for this vlog. Thanks for joining us on this adventure and through these conversations, and hope you all all have a great week. Until next time, see you later. Bye-bye. I bet that can go pretty fast to get to fires. Rescue zone. You like that boat, Ezra? Pretty cool.